you have an algorithm that you have, mental algorithm that you have developed through your surrounding experiences and your life and the culture through which you have developed yourself. Our emotions, they do not become habits. The root of our habits is in the way we structure and our mind is developed. Your emotions don't become your habit. Your emotions become the fuel for your algorithms to create a habit. The truth is, our emotions are also a part of the habit that we have. For example, I'll tell you, your emotions, that means you are taking pleasure or pain, fear to a certain activity that has happened. Now that is also an algorithm or a mental thought. For example, if you fail in something, then you create, oh, I failed, how is this happening? You take that as an emotion and a reaction. Now this emotion is becoming, after that you play that game, every time you try to play, you will fear first failure. Are you understanding? But before that, when you are playing a game, when you fail, the intensity at which you take that failure, somebody will feel, oh, I failed. Somebody, I failed. Somebody, why am I failing? Oh, this time also I failed. The various levels of intensities. Can you feel that? So what really happens is, first you have an algorithm that you have, mental algorithm that you have developed through your surrounding experiences and your life and the culture through which you have developed yourself. All your emotions they do not become your habits. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? For example, you are trying to play a game, or a small kid is cycling, or you're doing a job. You failed first 10 times. And there are many instances where you will find after 10 times of failure, you will win one time. And from there, it's your turning point and you will always win. All through the first 10 failures, you will develop an emotion of failure or disappointment. But you will not hold on to them. In certain cases, you will find that because they failed first 10 times, they develop enormous fear, and after that, it's a habit to fail. So, our emotions, they do not become habits. The root of our habits is in the way we structure and our mind is developed. The way we structure our mind, or the way we have developed our mind, way we have interacted and absorbed from our surroundings. Are you understanding? Remember one thing, 99.99% is the mental algorithm that you have picked up. And 1% is what people call as luck. That's your true potential. Are you understanding? For example, a Kerala guy has a pattern of thought. A Punjabi guy has a pattern of thought. In that Punjabi or Kerala or Tamil or whatever society that you pick up, you will understand each person, each house, each person will have a specific way of functioning. Are you understanding? That is how your epigenetics works. Fundamentally, if you ask a scientist, then they will tell you this. You are your gene. But why your gene, DNA code, is the way it is, that the scientist cannot answer. But a spiritualist, Sanatana Dharma, Advaita Vedanta will tell you, fundamentally, it is because of your ignorance. Now, what ignorance? Sanatana Dharma explained in many different ways. You have to understand one thing. In your childhood, as you are developing, you develop or build an identity for yourself. And you take this mentality where now this is acceptable to me, that is not acceptable to me. This is good, this is unfavorable. Your childhood experiences decides how your epigenetics work on you and how your system works. And also Sanatana Dharma goes on to say that 1% luck, what they say is Prarabdha. That is the reason why you will see many stories where if your emotions become your habit, are you understanding? You will find stories where a rickshaw puller's son was selected as IAS entrance exam in the first attempt. Now, this fellow might have experienced 1,000 failures. See, a rickshaw puller's son must not be or might not have experienced many instances in his life where his self worth and self esteem might have been uplifted. He must have been denied so many things. And in so many instances, he might have been denied of so various things, various belittlement might have happened to him. But still, if you observe, his epigenetics worked in such a fashion that he brushed all his disappointments, all his belittlement that happened to him. When he is trying to become an IAS officer, when he enrolled also in the UPSC, he didn't bother. How your epigenetics is made is because of your Prarabdha. Or if you want to believe that your conscious is everything, then how in your childhood, in the first 8 years of your life, how you have developed your mental algorithm. Your emotions don't become your habit. Your emotions become the fuel for your algorithms to create a habit. Example, somebody has a failure, and because of this failure, I will succeed there, somewhere else. For example, in a newspaper, for a girl, something bad happened. Some girl will read that and say, see, girls are harassed like this, I will become an IPS officer. Possibility people take inspirations from bad. Some girl will read the same news and say, oh, girls are being harassed, I should not go out. That also happens. Now, if you understand, your emotions are just a fuel. What is a habit if you understand? Habit is your mental attunement to autonomously do a certain thing. The moment you wake up, you walk to the washroom and brush your teeth. Example. The moment you wake up, you want a bed tea. Both are something that you are comfortable with. For somebody, bed tea is a horrible thing. For somebody, brushing first thing in the morning, that's horrible. You understand? So these habits are actually your mental algorithms. Your emotions are a fuel to it. God bless you.